Hey Booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. It is Friday and I am so relieved, you guys. I had a super intense January. To all of my friends on Voxer, I have not forgotten you. I am so sorry. But I have been slammed, which in some ways is actually really great because I think sometimes at work, you know, if it's a little too slow, then you're like, does anyone need me here? Like, is my presence necessary? So I've just been super busy. I am still reading, just to give you a little reading update. The Small House at Allington by Anthony Trollope, another beautiful cover by from Penguin Classics that is also just so fitting, at least for as much of the book as I've read so far. I'm a little past the halfway point. I'm loving it. We'll talk about it soon. I'm not gonna be able to finish it this weekend, unfortunately. So, but it's amazing. And that's part of my high priority reads for this year. I want to read the last 3 books in the Barsetshire Chronicles series. So earlier in January, I read Family Parsonage. I'm sorry, I can't talk tonight, you guys. And now I'm reading The Small House at Allington, and then there's the giant one, The Last Chronicle of Barset. So that's what I've been reading. I'm still reading it, and when I'm done, you all will know right away. I thought I would do a tag today. I haven't done a tag for a while, so this is the Holmes is Where the Heart Is tag, which is a February. Holmes is Where the Heart is a February event. It has multiple hosts, including one of my favorite booktubers, Randy Ray, and then Mark at Book Time with Elvis, another awesome booktuber, made a tag to go along with it. So I think in February, people participating in this event are reading as much Sherlock Holmes as possible. Actually have to confess, like, I don't think we own any Sherlock Holmes. I know we have a book where Arthur Conan Doyle is like a character, but yeah, I don't know if we have any. So, but I do have this super cool sign, Baker Street, City of Westminster. I did not actually go to Baker Street. Someone, one of my friends who lived across the pond, sent me this, and I don't actually think I've ever even shown it on my channel. But anyway, so Mark created this tag, and then I was tagged by Will Chambers and Aaron Facer, 2 awesome British booktubers. Ladies, are we sensing a theme here? Like, you know, we gotta participate. We gotta make our voices heard. So, all right, let's get into the prompts. The first one is Elementary, My Dear Watson. Share a classic mystery novel that you consider a must read. Okay, so I don't actually own a copy of this book, but I do think everyone should read And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I just think it is a really fantastic mystery. It's a standalone. It's not connected with any of her detective series. But I don't know, for some reason to me it feels very important to the mystery genre as a whole. Could just be me. Okay, Baker Street Irregulars. Recommend a book with a group of unlikely heroes or a diverse ensemble cast. So for this one, of course, I went with Slow Horses, which is the first book in the Slough House series by Mick Herron. This is also an Apple TV series. And the slow horses, if you will, are the spies who have screwed up with MI5 in London, and so they get sent to Slough House. And they are a very diverse group, and you know, because they're the rejects, I think no one thinks that they can really like achieve anything or do anything, and of course they do. And I think I've read the first 3 books in this series. Is The Game is Afoot. Name a book that had a twist or revelation that completely surprised you. Why? Why would I share that? No, I'm not gonna do that. You know there's a twist coming, you're just waiting for it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm really tired, you guys. So just bear with me here. Okay, next prompt. 2211 Baker Street. Talk about the time you visited somewhere of literary significance. And unfortunately, like, I just keep thinking of a lot of places that I should have gone and I haven't gone. I would really love to go to, I think there's a couple places that you can see that Victor Hugo lived. I would love to go to the Dickens Museum in London. I have been to Bath, and I've been to the Jane Austen Museum there. But of course, I don't know. Yeah, there's so many great places. One place I will say that was really moving was getting to see the Book of Kells in Dublin. Oh, actually, I just thought of one. The Make Way for Ducklings sculpture in Boston, Massachusetts. Not a mystery, although it is a Newbery, I think, or Caldecott winner. But yes, Boston, I missed out on many things when I went to Boston, and if I'd known how that job was going to turn out, I would have skipped the conference and just done fun stuff in Boston. And I didn't even know that the Brattle existed. I hate to think how close I was to it. But I didn't even know about its existence when I went to Boston, so it was very quite a ways pre-Booktube. But I have seen the Make Way for Ducklings statue in Boston, which was great. Very fun. But I mean, you know, once you've seen something like Stonehenge, I don't know, how do you, like, I mean, I've been to Hadrian's Wall, like, how do you compare other places to things like that? Moriarty's Master Plan. Discuss a book where the antagonist was exceptionally cunning and memorable. For this one, I'm gonna go with a movie, and I'm gonna pick The Fugitive, starring Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones. Very controversial Oscar pick that Tommy Lee Jones won the Oscar for, but there is a mystery element in this film, which is based on, I believe, a TV series. And anyway, I watched this so many times, you guys. You have no idea, But yeah, so Tommy Lee Jones is pursuing Harrison Ford, who's pursuing a killer, and it's really exciting. A really, really great movie. It takes a long time to figure out like who the killer is, but in the meantime, like Tommy Lee Jones is like trying to chase Harrison Ford, and so yeah, there's this whole kind of ripple effect there. Okay. Next prompt is the art of deduction. Mention either a book that kept you guessing all the way to the end or one where you guessed the outcome earlier on. So for this prompt, I'm going to have to go with Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy by John le Carré. I hope I'm saying his last name right. That wasn't his real name anyway. But I think this book does, yeah. I had no idea who it was until the reveal at the end, and oh, I love these like cool covers, and yeah, it's a really, really special writer. The Hound of the Baskervilles. Talk about a book with a strong atmospheric setting or one where the setting plays a significant role in the story. I'm gonna go with, and this is, I haven't actually read this one yet, but I'm gonna go with Cara Black's Amy Leduc series. These all take, I read Murder in the Marais last year for March Mystery Madness, and these all take place, they're all set in a different neighborhood in Paris, right? Like, how could I go wrong? I also think the protagonist, Amy, is really interesting, and it's fun to read. A great kind of female part there. The Reichenbach Falls. Again, I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. I'm sorry. Just please forgive me. Talk about a series that you thought had ended but made a surprise comeback. I don't have a good answer for this one. Yeah. Because I'm not really into the spin-offs on things. I just want to read the real thing. Okay. Sherlockian adaptations. Discuss your favorite book-to-screen adaptation or retelling of a classic story. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy with like the most amazing cast. Oh my gosh. So I love this one. I also wanted to mention the BBC Sherlock series starring Benedict Cumberbatch. Swoon. I love these, and I especially love the first series. I think they do some really clever things with Sherlock Holmes stories, and yeah, I find them like really fun, really enjoyable to watch, just really clever, sharp, anyway, so I just enjoy, we own all of the seasons on a DVD, but when it comes to Sherlock Holmes, I'll take Benedict any day. And let's see, The Great Detective, recommend a book with a brilliant and memorable protagonist. Okay, you guys, I know I started this tag off by talking about Agatha Christie, but the greatest literary detective in my mind is Miss Marple, who sits around and drinks tea and gardens and goes to visit friends and solves crime. And I love this one so much. This is Nemesis. This is such a fantastic book. Yeah, and I have not read all the Miss Marple ones. My problem with Agatha Christie is, like, with the exception of a few of them, I tend to read them and forget. I know, it's terrible. But Nemesis, the final scene, whatever you want to call it, the climax, I guess, like, I thought it was so funny and brilliant at the same time. Like, I just thought it was great. And Miss Marple, she's just wonderful. Such a wonderful, wonderful character. So, sorry, Poirot fans out there, but my money's with Miss Marple. So I am gonna tag some ladies. Let's rise to the challenge, but I want to make sure that I don't tag anyone who has already done the video or been tagged. So I will leave who I'm tagging down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me what your answers to these questions are, or do the tag, even if I didn't tag you, like, go for it. Are you a huge Sherlock Holmes fan? Where do you stand on that? Are you Poirot? Are you Team Marple? What are some favorite mystery books that you've read? I know some of mine are more like suspense, thriller kind of things than strict mysteries, but Anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts about these questions and the answers. If you want, you could also tell me what you're reading this weekend, if you have anything special planned. And next week, we're going to talk about the craziness that is March on BookTube. Because it just gets crazier every single year. Anyway, so BookTube, remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll be back soon with another bookish video.